Member for Mandurah.
A question without notice is to the Minister for Local Government. Minister, I refer to the reports that Subiaco Council will instigate legal action to oppose your broken promise on forced amalgamations in direct opposition to your local government amalgamation agenda. And I ask, 1, will the state's response to this legal action be funded from the $15 million put aside as grants for the amalgamations? And 2, are you confident that you will be able to break your promise and defeat the legal action? And if so, what is this confidence based upon?
Minister.
Mr Speaker, can I thank the member for the question. The interesting part here, I've had a couple of groups say about legal action in regards to the process of the local government reform where we are. Unfortunately, until today, I'll take Subiaco one for a classic one. I don't know what sort of action they're taking. They say they're taking legal action, but I don't know actually what they're doing. They've voted. You read the motion, it's quite loose. It doesn't actually define what part of the reform process and to do with what I've done to my proposals to the Local Government Advisory Board. I haven't actually received anything to say what part they're taking to me, I think. And I think this has been interesting too, because we've also got another challenge in regards to another group, and we've looked at that, and I've had state solicitors advise that the part that they raise with me, I'm fine with. At the moment, member, in regards to your question, until they bring up legal action to me, I'll have to wait to see what it is. I'm a little bit confused because I'm not quite sure what they're actually taking me to court over. Well, I don't. They haven't actually defined what part of the process it is. The only thing I can tell you, Mr Speaker, is reform is happening. As we all know, it's on its way to the Advisory Board. I am waiting the birth of the report into the final outcome of the Local Government Advisory Board in July. And I'm looking forward to actually getting that out to the sector so we can actually put this little baby to bed and get it on its way, because there's been a lot of process for him.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker. Supplementary, Mr Speaker. Supplementary. Supplementary.
Member for Midland.
Mr Speaker, Minister, do you still claim that your reforms have the support of the majority of councils when an increasing number are now in open opposition to them?
Minister.
There's always, Mr Speaker, there's always a little bit of, I call it robust out there, but behind the scenes, there is a lot of work happening. There is a lot of work happening around this process.
Sorry, member for Butler, can you withdraw that, please? Thank you. Member for Mandurah, don't answer your own question, please. Minister.
Yeah. With a lot of work happening, the reform process is on its way. There is a lot of work happening behind the process. The interesting part here, members, is we all understand local government reform has been on the agenda for a long time. We're a government that's making a decision about it. They have not. We're getting on with the job. We're waiting for that report, Mr Speaker. I'm confident that we'll be able to get a good report out and make sure we get good, sustainable local government in now and into the future.
Thank you.